Hi and welcome to this short explainer video about our jury service games. Hopefully by the end of this, you should have all the answers that you need in order to make a decision and book your activity with Wild Goose. But if not, do get in touch with one of the team and we'll be very happy to help. Now we currently have a couple of scenarios to play with, but in either of them, you are the jury. You have to determine whether the accused is guilty or not guilty. And we have three ways in which we can deliver your event. If you're a completely remote team, we can deliver this as a virtual event. Likewise, if you're all together in the office, we can deliver this as an in-person event. Or if you're a bit of both, we can do a hybrid event where some people dial in from home and others are together in the office. Either way, we use our expert remote hosts who will beam into your home, office, or meeting room to deliver the briefing, support you throughout, and deliver the verdict at the end of the activity. And the reason for this approach is it allows us to deliver on our Wild Goose guarantee. And there's four elements to this. One is around flexibility. So if your date or time needs to change more than 7 days before, you can move it because we haven't got staff traveling all over the place to come and deliver your event. We can be very flexible. More than 7 days, you can move it free of charge. Our availability is unrivaled. With hosts all across the world, we can guarantee availability if you book more than 2 weeks before your activity date. And because we're not traveling, we've massively reduced our CO2 emissions. And those emissions that we cannot reduce, we offset. So our activities are delivered 100% as carbon neutral. And the price has dropped significantly because, again, we haven't got to take into account travel time. We can deliver these events at fantastic prices for you. So the two games that we have, like I say, we'll start off with a briefing, we'll explain the scenario, and there'll be a video that our host will play to you, which sets the scene about the activity. You'll then go out into your teams. Like I say, if you're a virtual activity, you'll be pushed out into breakout rooms. If it's hybrid, some of you will go into breakout rooms and some of you are sat together. And if you're all together, you can sit in teams. Ideally, one person in each team needs to have a device, whether that's a laptop or they can also load it onto their phone. It's a web browser. And on that web browser, they'll have information to go through, evidence, photos, injury reports, phone records, lots of things to look at in order to piece together your verdict as a jury. And this will last for about half an hour. So you start off with a briefing, about half an hour to work out your verdict, and then you deliver your verdict as at the end, and your host will tell you what the actual answer is. So a bit of a summary for you. It's a 45-minute activity. So a short introduction video and briefing from the host, 30-odd minutes of playtime, and then a bit of a wrap-up at the end where the verdict is delivered. We can accommodate up to 1,000 participants for an in-person event. It's capped at 250 participants if you're looking at a virtual activity. And we do recommend Zoom. Zoom has great breakout room functionality, which works incredibly well. And when you book your activity, you're automatically allocated a Zoom link. But we can use other platforms, so speak to us about that if you've got any questions. And it's available to book online now instantly, 24/7. So pick your time, your date. And as I said, if you book more than 2 weeks in advance, we guarantee availability. So thanks very much and enjoy your jury service.